Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on some of the new product coming from Mcfarlane Toys for the Walking Dead action figures. We've got a whole bunch of new pictures and product information for the building sets, additional sets they're doing, as well as some brand new pictures of the regular Walking Dead figure line. Okay, so with Toy Fair 2015 hitting, we have tons of new pictures and product information for Mcfarlane Toys and stuff that's going to be coming up. If you guys want to see actual photo galleries, check out Toy News Eye and Daily Dead. They've got a bunch of these, as well as many more pictures on them for what's going to be released for this year for The Walking Dead. So right off the bat, let's get into these. This is the next series of the Walking Dead comic book series figures, which we kind of knew were coming out, but we got some new updated looks on them and stuff like that, and I want to give my updated thoughts. So you've got the left Abraham, the comic book series version, with his pitchfork and his AK-47, very cool. Then at the right, and he looks really cool. The right side, we've got the Paul Monroe, aka Jesus, with his current sort of, I want to call it kingdom type armor. It's not, but you guys get the feel with the sword and everything. Very, very cool. Then at the right, you have Carl Grimes with his hat, which has been blown out at the back right, missing an eye with another head, and then you've got kind of a regular head. That's kind of, I think that's the one before the time skip where they were going after Negan when he had the assault rifle. You guys remember that? And he was trying to kill him. That was awesome. And then at the right side, you have the pincushion zombie. Oh my goodness. This zombie, as I've said before, has been through the absolute ringer. I mean, he has a sword in him. He's got a bunch of butcher knives, some other knives. He's got, what is that, a machete. He's got a hatchet. He's got, I mean, name it. This zombie's probably got, do I see any arrows? Maybe no arrows, but pretty much everything else you can think of, he's got it. So let's get into the building sets, because there's all kinds of awesomeness for the building sets that Mcfarlane is going to be releasing. Here is a diorama they put on display. And, I mean, this is just so cool. I mean, even if you don't even collect figures or models or anything of the sort, you can just appreciate the awesomeness that is this. Granted, if you wanted to buy this, that would probably be a good solid $500 to $1,000 to buy all of that, all of that stuff, because you got fences all the way around. You got 4 of the prison watchtowers, and then you've got tons and tons of zombies and survivors and the whole bit. Well, 4 watchtowers, because you got the one that's down, right? So, all in all, that would probably be like, oh man, that would cost a lot, especially since the zombies are like a couple dollars each. Aren't they? Like the survivors, the American, are like $2 Canadian. It's like, I think it's like $3 each, right? So it gets pricey. It gets a bit pricey, but it's still really, really cool to look at. So there's, first off, what you can do with the product that's already out there, because all this has basically been released. But let's have a look at some of the other prison stuff that hasn't. So we have a prototype here of a section of the prison. There's also a prison catwalk, which they've shown. We'll look at that afterwards. But in this one here, this will probably be coming out late this year, maybe 2016. But that said, I mean, it's a different section of the prison. So you would have like your prison watchtowers, your gate, all that stuff, your fences. And then you'd also have they're doing the internal parts of the prison too. So you've got, here you can see you've got the balcony. If you guys remember, this one reminds me of Internment quite a bit, because if you guys remember Internment from season 4, you have inside, you have the different cells, you have kind of the part where you walk up, where you got Lizzie, she's, she's trying to bait a walker away from Glenn. You got Herschel, he's up there trying to do his damnedest to protect everybody, that kind of thing, as well as they've got some other parts coming here too, that I'll show you. But it really looks like they're kind of creating it so that if you want to build an entire building set of the prison with the watchtowers, with the fences, with everything of the sort, with all these different pieces and parts they're putting out there, you could pretty much do it. That's pretty awesome. Here is the prison catwalk. This is the one I was telling you about before. I don't believe it's the same as the other one we were just looking at. They look different to me. There's a lot of things that are different. The other one might be a couple combined parts or something of the sort. I'm not exactly sure. But this one's just the catwalk. This one is going to be released probably pretty soon, I would imagine. In 2015, I'd say for sure, unless it gets delayed or something. You've got the part that kind of comes up the stairs, and then you've got the the prison part at the top there. Then at the right side, you can see you've got the the cell, a couple different cells, and they are also going to be selling individual cells that you can attach and you can add on and build, so that you could build like a little Walking Dead prison world, so to speak. Very cool, man. These are the pieces I was talking about where you can kind of buy them by themselves, right? And then you can put them into different positions in your prison build. So if you have like a prison build with a catwalk and everything like that, you can buy as many of these as you can afford or as you want, and then kind of place them beside or stack them up or do, you know, that kind of thing to kind of build a more elaborate display with a lot more prison cells and things like that and things happening. You can see at the top left there's Carol closing the cell, and then you have Carl at the bottom, who seems to be, I want to say he's like hiding, I guess, kind of. Pretty cool. Complete with toilet. A kind of overhead view of what it would look like from the top, looking down kind of at that build we saw earlier, which may be a combination of a few or maybe a set you can buy by itself. We'll have to see. But you can see how kind of you've got the individual blocks there, right, of prison cells, couple levels of that. There would be the catwalk type balcony in the middle, and then you've also got the walls on the sides. So not sure where the walls are going to come from, or the floor, that kind of thing. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But regardless, very cool. In addition, we have final pictures. We've kind of seen this one a little bit before, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and do it, which is cool. So I want to let you guys know about this one too. Is the Dale's RV. You guys remember? You got to think back. Those of you who watched the 7 Days of Dead in the channel, you'll know for sure. The RV that they had, first couple seasons, really cool. Dale on top with his binoculars, comes with a zombie, or at least looks like a couple there. And just one of the most memorable types of vehicles in the series, and very cool. It doesn't really necessarily fit in with the prison or anything like that, but definitely another cool building set that, because it comes with a Dale, I think it will do pretty well, I would think. Pretty cool. I don't know if we'll ever see a Woodbury building set. I'd be down for it if they were going to do it, at least even just to see it, even if I don't buy it, because I think it's so cool to just see what they're doing with it. But we have a Woodbury assault vehicle. Now this one's cool because you wouldn't necessarily need a Woodbury for this to fit in. This would also fit into the prison if you want to do a display where you have like the governor and his men attacking the prison from the end of season 3 with the Woodbury assault, welcome to the tombs type thing. Pretty cool. You also got, I believe that's Shumpert at the top there, right? With his, with his AK-47 and everything. Very cool. No doubt they're definitely going all out with these. So this one here is the Don't Open, Dead Inside original episode 1. I think that's Bicycle Girl there. At least I'm not sure, but some kind of zombie. That's the thing with them. They're so small it's hard to see sometimes, right? But you've got the original hospital where Rick wakes up from, and you've even got the zombie hands coming out of the door. Look at that. You see that? Oh man, that is so cool. And to cap it all off, we also have the promo image of the boiler room from season 3. Now that's the zombie, if you see in the middle there at the bottom. I know it's small, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. But the boiler room. So this is where after Laurie was killed, Rick goes back in. He finds a zombie that's in the boiler room where it has basically, at least it seems, digested or eaten and trying to digest Laurie, but it's bloated because it can't digest it all. So it's just kind of sitting there in its own filth, I guess. It's disgusting. But you've got the boiler room set as well too, which is, another part of the prison as well too that I would suppose you could, kind of add into your prison building set. So I don't know how I feel about this one, but I do think it's cool that they're doing so many different, different locations, different builds, and different sets that you can get to really create a pretty elaborate, a building Walking Dead world. Really cool. And we'll just quickly take a look at the regular figures that they're also doing, which are coming up, which I'm really excited to see. I know you can't see it too well. Again, check out those pictures on the sites I mentioned. But at the back there, you can see they're going to do a Morgan. Oh, man. Awesome. So Morgan, a Eugene, a Dale, I believe. Is it Dale? Yeah, Bob. Very cool. And what is that? Another updated Rick? I think so. Well, that's fine. But the rest, the Morgan is what I'm most excited. Well, Morgan and Dale, those are awesome. And Bob, he's getting a figure. That's cool too. Wouldn't think he would ever probably get one. Still need Laurie though. You owe us a Laurie, Mcfarlane. I'm just saying, you owe us a Laurie. There you've got Gareth in the back left. Looks cool. You've got Rick with a walkie-talkie, which is like season 2 premiere type thing on the rooftop. You've got Michonne in her kind of updated, I almost want to call it like pirate gear. She looks like a pirate. And then an updated Carl or newer Carl. and a Herschel in the back right with the kind of internment bandana over the mouth. Don't know how necessary that one is. I probably will skip that because I have the other Herschel. I don't see a need to have two Herschels. The Carl, I'll probably get the comic book series version of Carl, so I might skip that one. The Michonne, again, I've got two Michonnes, one comic book series, one TV series as well, so I'll probably skip that. The Rick, I've got the Series 1 Rick, so I'll probably skip that. But the Gareth is a must-have. So wow, I just broke down that whole way of saying I'm going to skip the whole thing, pretty much. But the Gareth is super cool, and I could definitely use a Gareth. Do like the fact that they're bringing out so many different characters from the series. It's really awesome. And no zombies? Or we should have the mud zombie. I believe that's at the left there. It's hard to see here. Let's take a look at a picture of the mud zombie. There he is, as gross as you would expect him to be. So, hi Joe daughter, Governor. This is the one that took a bite out of Megan. Remember in season 4, that's the governor's surrogate replacement daughter for Penny. You guys remember, think back now, season 4. Too far gone type deal. And yeah, this is the one that got her. Brutal. Okay, so figures I'm most excited for, they're releasing the Gareth, you know, really awesome. It looks like he comes with some guts or something at the bottom there. Nice and gross. Gareth needs it, right? Great villain, cool to add him. You know, you got the Governor, you know, love to see a Gareth. Love to see a Martinez as well. Don't know if they'll ever do one, but getting a Gareth's really cool. Then we have Carl from the Walking Dead comic book series. This one, for me, is the most excited for, too, because Carl has had so much time recently in the Walking Dead comic book series. Such an awesome character, and I feel like the TV series version is not at the same level yet. Hopefully he will get there. I'm sure he will, but that's going to be a while. So right now, for me, I'm most excited for the Gareth and this updated comic book series version of Carl. That said, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. Well, also the Morgan figure, because I just love Morgan. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be awesome. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. There's plenty more pictures, plenty more stuff out there too. I didn't even cover everything, but there's just so much that it would take me like an hour to do a video covering absolutely everything. So if you guys like the video, please do me a favor. Please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, please share it. Please favorite it. If you're new, you want to subscribe, feel free to click the subscribe at the bottom left. And that's it for today's or this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. As always, it's Trev saying peace.